Hello and welcome to today's Painful Thought. Today we examine some concepts involved in healing from trauma. Healing from trauma is a complex, non-linear process that often involves cycles of progress, regression, and recalibration. Contrary to cultural narratives that frame recovery as a straight path toward getting better, trauma research emphasizes that relapses are not failures. They are expected, meaningful parts of the healing journey. Understanding this can reduce shame and foster resilience when setbacks occur. Why is healing non-linear? Well, from a neurobiological and psychological perspective, there are a few key reasons. First, the brain's survival response. Trauma alters neural pathways, particularly in the amygdala, which is the fear center, and the prefrontal cortex, which handles rational control. Triggers can reactivate survival responses like fight, flight, or freeze, making progress feel unstable. Second, memory reconsolidation. Healing involves reprocessing traumatic memories, which can temporarily intensify distress before integration occurs. And third, the window of tolerance. Setbacks often happen when stressors exceed one's capacity to regulate emotions. This is normal, not a deficit. Relapses can actually be opportunities for insight, for example, pattern recognition. Setbacks reveal unresolved triggers or unmet needs, like a relapse into anxiety might highlight an unaddressed boundary. Then there are corrective experiences. Each recovery from a setback strengthens self-trust, as in, I got through this before, I can again. And we shouldn't forget post-traumatic growth. Many trauma survivors develop deeper resilience, empathy, or purpose after navigating cycles of struggle. Practicing self-compassion during setbacks is also crucial. Christian Neff's research shows that self-compassion, kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness reduces shame and fosters resilience. Try validating your pain by saying, "This is hard, and it makes sense I'm struggling." Normalize setbacks with healing isn't a straight line. Many people experience this, and maybe ask yourself, what's one tiny thing I can do to care for myself today? Trauma-informed strategies for navigating nonlinear healing can make a real difference. First, try to track your progress holistically. Maybe use a journal to note both gains and setbacks. It helps to look for patterns over months, not just days. Next, develop a relapse plan which you can create with your therapist or a coach. For example, you might say, if I feel triggered, I will use a grounding technique, then reach out to a support person. Also, focus on regulation first. Before analyzing your triggers, you really need to stabilize your nervous system. That could mean breathwork or somatic techniques. And when it comes to setbacks, try to reframe failure. So instead of thinking I'm back to square one, consider this is data for my healing. Finally, celebrate micro wins. Did you notice a trigger sooner or rest when you were overwhelmed? These are genuine victories. Healing is a spiral, not linear. The path to healing is rarely straightforward. It's filled with progress, setbacks, and honestly, moments of doubt. Relapses are not signs of failure. They're actually opportunities to learn and grow stronger. Every step forward, no matter how small, really contributes to your overall progress. Compassion for yourself during these moments is crucial because healing is a journey, not a race. Each relapse carries wisdom, and each return to the path is an act of courage. So, where can you honor your progress today? Here are some personal reflection prompts to deepen your journey. First, think about the cycles of healing. When have you experienced a setback that later revealed something important about your needs or growth? Next, do a self-compassion check. What critical voice arises when you relapse, and how could you respond with kindness instead? Consider triggers as teachers. What recent trigger or setback taught you about your boundaries, wounds, or strengths? Also, reflect on your support systems. Who or what helps you most when you feel stuck in healing, and how can you lean into that more? Finally, look at small steps forward. Consider where you are now in your healing journey. What small steps forward can you celebrate, and what goals do you still have ahead? Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Until next time, I wish you less painful thoughts.